Coffee and Headlines is brought to you by the generous support of our viewers and the following community partners: Best Cord Cutting TV, Bravo's Restaurant Bar, El Rey Lounge de Versalles, Joint Boutique Hotel and Cowork, Monson Brewing Company, Puerto Vallarta Neurofeedback, Puerto Vallarta Owners Reps, Oculto, and Siam Cocina Thai. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting our community partners. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee and Headlines. This is our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where we take a look at news from our city, our state, and our country. We take a look at your comments, ideas, and suggestions, and we combine all this information to put it to good use as a community of English-speaking locals living here in Puerto Vallarta. It is a pleasure to see you today. It is Monday, 24th of February. Today is Flag Day in Mexico, and we'll unpack that in a little while. But I'd like to welcome you to our broadcast. I'd like to welcome those of you that watch later on in the day through our uploads to both Facebook and YouTube. It is great to see you today. We have some news, of course, and we have some events that I want to remind you of, and some new events that I want to tell you about. And I have a little bit of a promotional video that I want to share with you regarding our upcoming volunteer fair, which is getting closer and closer. And I see that there's a birthday going on in the cluster. Good morning, everyone, and good morning, Sly. Happy Flag Day and my birthday. Well, happy birthday to you, Sly. I hope you have a great party. Anyhow, let me take a quick look at what we have so far. Let us get started with the news. And we start with the fact that 2 tons, can you imagine 2 tons of trash? With the goal of promoting the conservation and protection of our city's natural resources, this Saturday, hundreds of students, beach workers, and other citizens of Puerto Vallarta successfully carried out the cleanup of the beach where the Cuale River flows into the sea, where a total of 2 tons of trash were collected. That's a lot of trash. This initiative, led by Councilman Christian Omar Bravo, president of the City Commission for Free, Clean, and Certified Beaches, is carried out every 2 weeks on different beaches in the city, this being the 9th beach that they intervene with the purpose of making these spaces suitable not only for tourists and locals, but also for the fauna that inhabits them. Likewise, of course, they seek to ensure that this municipality has more certified beaches. That is great news. And it's never soon enough, or I don't know, it's only February, but it's never soon enough to start anticipating plans for the upcoming rain season. And in an effort to safeguard the well-being of citizens during the upcoming rain season, the Puerto Vallarta Civil Protection and Fire Department, headed by engineer Misael Lopez Muro, began touring the municipality's temporary shelters in order to supervise the infrastructure of these spaces and make adjustments if necessary. This is carried on under the instructions of Mayor Luis Munguia, and they supervise the condition of the spaces, which are strategically located in different areas of the municipality, ensuring that all citizens have access to a safe place in case of emergency. During these tours, not only is the shelter's infrastructure reviewed and improved, but training is also carried out so that the community knows how to reach in an event, in the event of an emergency, thus reducing the risk of incidents. And everything seems to indicate that we had a successful Carnival this past weekend that brought together as many as 50,000 people to enjoy the festivities during the 3-day event. Again, the city billed it as the second carnival of the city, but we know that our good friend Gary Green produced four of these events prior to the pandemic. We don't know why the city forgot to mention those, but kudos to the original carnival organizers. And of course, today Mexico celebrates Flag Day. So we take a couple of minutes to unpack the history and evolution of the Mexican flag. Take a look.
History and evolution of the Mexican flag. The history and evolution of the Mexican flag are woven into the fabric of the nation's identity, symbolizing its struggles, triumphs, and aspirations. From its humble beginnings to its current form, the Mexican flag has undergone numerous transformations, each reflecting the country's changing political and social landscape. Since the foundation of Mexico, there have been multiple iterations of the national flag, each with its significance and symbolism. February 24th is celebrated as Flag Day in Mexico, commemorating the adoption of the current national flag and serving as a reminder of the country's journey toward independence. This date marks the proclamation of the Plan of Iguala by Agustín de Iturbide in 1821, signaling Mexico's emergence as an independent nation. Throughout history, and placing aside slight design variations, Mexico has officially recognized four national flags. The first official flag, used by Miguel Hidalgo during the War of Independence, was a banner depicting the Virgin of Guadalupe. It symbolized hope and inspiration for the insurgents fighting for freedom. The second national flag was adopted by Agustín de Iturbide in 1821, featuring three vertical stripes of green, white, and red with the crowned eagle emblem in the center. This flag, known as the tricolor, represented the unity and independence of Mexico. During the reign of Emperor Maximilian I, a third national flag was introduced, bearing similarities to the French imperial standard. This flag featured the crowned eagles surrounded by four additional crowned eagles in each corner, symbolizing imperial authority. However, with the end of the Second Mexican Empire in 1867, Mexico returned to its republican roots and adopted the fourth and current national flag. This flag, known as the tricolor, maintains the same design as the previous flag but without the imperial symbolism. The colors of the Mexican flag have remained consistent throughout its history, symbolizing the aspirations and values of the Mexican people. Green represents hope, white symbolizes unity, and red embodies the blood shed by the nation's heroes. Over the years, various versions of the Mexican flag have emerged, reflecting the country's political upheavals and transitions. From the flag of Miguel Hidalgo to the banners of Benito Juárez, Porfirio Díaz, and Venustiano Carranza, each iteration tells a unique story of Mexico's struggle for freedom and democracy. Today, the Mexican flag is a proud symbol of the nation's resilience, unity, and cultural heritage. It serves as a reminder of Mexico's rich history and the enduring spirit of its people. As we celebrate Flag Day, let us honor the legacy of the Mexican flag and the ideals it represents. If you have enjoyed this short feature, you may enjoy watching Coffee and Headlines, our morning broadcast for the English-speaking community living in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, where we share headlines, news, and stories about our city, state, and country. Thank you for watching, and please consider sharing this feature with your friends.
Oh dear, my artificially intelligence inflatable assistants never cease to crack me up. Coffee and Headlines. Anyhow, this is the weather forecast for today. Well, first of all, our snarky weatherman says the sun god demands a human sacrifice. That's a little harsh. It is 24 degrees out there. Humidity is at 62%. 62. I was going to say 64, but it says 62. And our weather forecast for today says that we are going to have clear skies throughout the day with a high of 28 and a low of 14. And then tomorrow, humid day with clear skies, a high of 28 and a low of 15. And Wednesday, partly cloudy skies in the morning with rain in the afternoon, a high of 29 and a low of 18. And now let me turn back to the main screen because I have a favor to ask. I'm going to play you a little promotional video that I put together showing or showcasing 10 compelling reasons to become a volunteer here in Puerto Vallarta. Why are we showing this video? Well, because in the process of organizing our upcoming volunteer fair, we're gradually shifting from enticing organizations to participate into reminding the audience, that's you, to attend. So I want to play this video showcasing 10 reasons why you would want to volunteer in Puerto Vallarta. I think this may be the only time in which I play it here because I don't want to drive you crazy with it. But if you see this video anywhere on Facebook, it would help us so much if you kindly share it with your friends and with anybody that is in Puerto Vallarta interested in becoming a volunteer. We're going to have amazing organizations present at our fair, and it would be very sad if we don't get enough people to go and learn more about them. So check this out. I'll play it here, and hopefully if you run into this video in the future on Facebook, you'll be kind enough to share it with your friends on your own so we can spread knowledge of our maiden event. Take a look. And that was that. I hope you enjoyed that. It'll be in the show notes so that you can reference it and you can share it with your friends. Any help we can get to promote our event will be generously, well, not generously, will be appreciated. Not generously, well, but we will appreciate it a lot. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my goodness, some days my English works, sometimes not so much. Anyhow, I have more things that I want to share with you, starting with a reminder. Today is Monday, and Gura Gabor and Sargento Dan performed their weekly salute, featuring live music from the iconic series Glee. If you watched Glee on television, then you want to attend this show. I went to see it and it was really, really fun to remember some key moments on the series and to remember the music that was iconic in part of the show. And if I recall correctly, I think Gouda has a standing promotion saying coffee and headlines at the entrance. I think we'll get two tickets instead, two tickets for one. That's what Gouda said before. If that was only for last week, Gouda, I apologize because I just mentioned it. So I hope this is also good for this week. I also want to let you know. Oh my goodness, where is my window? I also want to let you know that after a brief absence, Luis Villanueva is back with Love Locked Down on Thursdays at 5:30 at Nacho Daddy. He will be performing songs by Ariana Grande, Fleetwood Mac, Eric Clapton, Kanye West, Neil Diamond, and other artists. I'm going to be there this Thursday because I only saw the first half of the show. I haven't seen the second half, so I want to check out the whole thing. And of course, I'm chasing my friends from the Lucha Libre to find out who is going to come and be interviewed on Wednesday at the Joint for the Spotlight. This is going to be a lot of fun because it gives us a chance to meet some luchadores in person. So as soon as Jorge confirms who is going to join him, I will let you know. Of course, we also have an extra spot for another interview that we can conduct this coming Wednesday in case you are interested in promoting yourself or promoting an event or something that is coming up. And here's what we have so far for the month of March. We have Sandy McDonald promoting her play, Harvey, on the first week of March. Then Angela and myself will take over the second taping so that we can talk about Hands-On Vallarta and tell you all about it. Then the following week, Sargento Dan is going to join me and talk about his other show, The Mentiras Experience. And we have plenty of spots available during the month of March in case you want to come and share what you're up to with anyone, because that's what we do in the Spotlight. We invite movers and shakers or anyone that has something interesting to say to join us so we can spread all the good work. And of course, last week we also interviewed Carolyn Lassiter of the Annex Studio and Gallery and Jean Cameron of the Witchery Salon, and we will be featuring their interview tomorrow morning during our regular broadcast. And this brings us to, I think we're ready. Yes, let's take a look at your comments to see what is going on in your lives. Always exciting. Let's see. Lots of good mornings. I love it. I love it. Good mornings, good mornings, good mornings. More good mornings. Oh my goodness. Lynn is in Tequisquiapan in the state of Querétaro. We took your advice about visiting other areas of Mexico. Good for you. I hope you have a great time. I have vague memories of Tequisquiapan from when I was a child living in Mexico City. Enjoy yourselves. Good morning, Luke. I love the flags. I do. Let's see what else we have. Good morning from Kitten Town in Villa Las Flores. They're being spayed this week. Yay. Let's see. Many more good mornings. And thank you for your comments on Happy Flag Day. And I missed this one. I didn't know that the last night was the grand finale of So You Think You Can Rise. I don't know who won, but I'm sure we'll have some headlines about this in the next couple of days. Let's see. Oh, thank you for your comments on the video. Again, it will only work if we all get together and share it. Well, not get together, but if we share it on our own, I would appreciate that. Colleen says, I love the video, but I didn't notice any people over the age of 40. I would imagine most people that are available to volunteer are retired. Just a thought. Well, actually, I was not looking into that detail, Colleen. I chose the people that seemed to give a good feeling of excitement. And, we're not thinking in terms of specific statistic here. I think anyone with some free time is welcome to volunteer. Or are you suggesting that we need to feature older people in these videos? I'm not sure where you're going with your comment. Anyhow, I think that brings us to the end of this morning's presentation. As always, I appreciate your comments and your thoughts. I appreciate your generosity in keeping us alive and afloat here at Coffee and Headlines. I appreciate when you subscribe to everything we produce and we share it, and you share it and you comment and you like. It goes a long way in helping us stay afloat in what we do. So that is for today what we have. Tomorrow, again, we will feature our spotlight interview from last week. And I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you tomorrow morning. Take care.